So you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I wanted to speak about why I believe Infinity Ward may have ruined the Call of Duty player base. Now if you do enjoy the video at any point, please don't forget to drop a like, and if you are new here, consider subscribing with the notification bell clicked so you get my Call of Duty videos as soon as they are published. So Infinity Ward have made some pretty decent Call of Duties of past. Modern Warfare 2 would probably go down in most people's minds as one of those to be revered. A Call of Duty that is folklore now. So many people who haven't got to play that game will never understand the vibe that it gave you. The game was all about fast movement, running around and being the first to get those kill streaks before your teammate got them. If you was playing team deathmatch, not only did you want to win, but you wanted to be at the top of the leaderboard. That's what the game was all about. It was almost a race between you and your teammates to get your streaks and be the dominant force that quote unquote carried your team to victory. It coined the famous phrase, backpacking, I carried my team. Call of Duty was the game that did that. And then we move through the series with Infinity Ward and we get to Modern Warfare 2019. Aesthetically, the best Call of Duty there has ever been. But for me, that's kind of where it ends. Modern Warfare 2019 is like that famous saying, you can't polish a turd. But they sprinkled as much glitter on this turd as they possibly could and tried to dress it up as something that it just could never be. It was the most anti-Call of Duty game I have ever played in my entire 10 plus years of playing this franchise. If you were a rusher like me, then you basically were extinct in that game. And that's a shame because in my view, Call of Duty has been predicated, built, and its foundations are built on people moving at that very, very quickly. That's why things like Lightweight, Marathon Pro have been staples of the game. People couldn't get enough of killing people quick enough, so they had to have perks that made us quicker so we could get to our next victim quicker until we got to Modern Warfare 2019. Now the tactical sprint was something that was pretty cool, but if you considered tactical sprinting through a door, you better believe that you was dying in a few seconds after you entered because you'd alerted everybody of your whereabouts in the first place. You sounded like that T-Rex coming over the fence in Jurassic Park. Everybody on the map can hear you. I can hear you from the other side and I'm nowhere near you. That's what that game did for this franchise. And the problem is we had a dev team that defended this to the hilt as if it was them that were personally getting insulted when we turned around and said, we would like this changed, please. In fact, many of my friends on YouTube, Twitter were blocked. Many of my colleagues on YouTube and Twitter were blocked because they had the nerve to speak to Joel Seacott and tell him that they didn't like his game. But if you bigged up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, you better believe you got a retweet and even a reply if you was lucky. There was just so many things in that game that were bad decisions all around, and we asked from the beta, ooh, we'd like a minimap. You know, we've kind of had that for a long time. Don't really want that taken away from us. But they took it anyway, and then they regurgitated this half-ass mini-map that just, it might as well not have been in the game. And then Dead Silence Ninja was taken away, and it was introduced as a field upgrade. And these were all the recipes, amongst other things, to slow down Call of Duty to a standstill. Modern Warfare 2019 is like the traffic jam of Call of Duty. Nobody's moving. Ain't nobody moving for a period of time, and then when they do move, it's in this slow manner whilst people filter through the lanes and start getting going, and you have to wait at the back of the line to get your turn to go. That's what Modern Warfare 2019 felt like. I'm starting to see this creep into Black Ops Cold War. Black Ops Cold War, I'm seeing maps like Checkmate. I'm seeing maps like Miami, where people are doing what they were doing on Piccadilly on Modern Warfare 2019. Literally getting spawn in their spawn protection and then staying there. How bad is that for Call of Duty in the future? We've got a new generation who genuinely believes that that is how Call of Duty is supposed to be played. And I'll give you an example of how they're playing Call of Duty. Someone spawns on A, someone spawns on B. You've got 6 on A, 6 on B, and everybody's discussing between themselves, should we go in the middle? Nah, we'll stay here. We'll wait for them to come. So A team's thinking, oh, we'll wait for B team to come to us. And B team's thinking, we'll wait for A team to come to us. That is not fun. That is anti-Call of Duty. And this is the precedence that has been set by Infinity Ward for future Call of Duties, because we now have to go through this process of re-educating people that that is not how Call of Duty is played. Now, for the campers in the room, for the campers watching the video, this isn't a dig at you guys, because what you do is a bit more of an art form in my opinion. The thing I like about campers is I'm a rusher. You're my #1 enemy, and whatever you do, I want to get you. And you usually end up in a room on the map which has got one way in, one way out, and you set up base, which is absolutely fine with me, because there are things set in the game for me to try and get you out of there. Semtex, frag grenade, route shield in previous games and stuff like that, rocket launchers. There's all sorts of ways for me to jump and get to you, but when the whole team has decided to stay in their spawn, then that's not fun for anybody. It can't be fun for anybody. I absolutely get why some people camp, some do it for trolling, some people do it for the fact that they are new to the game and they're scared. But when a game educates you to think that that is how the game's supposed to be played, then you have an infection where Call of Duty isn't Call of Duty anymore. Call of Duty just isn't built to be a passive game. Yes, there are passive people that play the game. Yes, there are campers in the game, but they have always been an outlier in the game. The vast majority of people who play Call of Duty play the way it was designed to be played. That's what the developers initially wanted when the game came out, was people to run around and just go absolutely mental trying to accumulate as many kills as quickly as you physically could. People don't want to sit there forever and wait for people to turn up. Most Call of Duty players that I know, they want to see people running around the map and catch them off guard. You two come around the corner at the same time. It's all about whose reaction's the quickest. That's what Call of Duty is about at the end of the day. It's about reactions. The recoil patterns exist in the game, but the recoil patterns are nothing like other games which take real... Like Rainbow Six is a perfect example, that take real skill to control. Yes, there's a degree of recoil in Call of Duty, but nothing like those games. This is about point shoot and who gets the kill first. Move on, get your next one, chain your kills together. And Infinity Ward have just set this uphill struggle for not only future developers, but for the actual people that play this game now, because we have to go through these games where we're watching games draw. I've watched games draw on Black Ops Cold War now. I've watched people literally not come out their spawn for the entire game, and I've just got fed up and had to back out because it's boring. Nobody wants to play that type of stuff. I'm hoping with Season 1 we get some newer maps that are a lot smaller and a lot more reminiscent of what I would consider Treyarch maps, because I still don't believe Treyarch actually made these particular maps in Cold War. So for the most part, I wanted to make it very clear, I am enjoying Cold War. There are a lot of problems with this game, but this is a problem that no matter how good a Call of Duty game is, it could be the thing that undoes that Call of Duty game, even if it was the greatest thing to come since Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2. Guys, let me know down in the comment section if you've experienced any of this not leaving your spawn nonsense in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And if there's anything you agree with or disagree with, let me know down in the comment section. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.